All right, we're starting day 2 of our trip at Carowinds, and to be honest, I'm just going to say I don't know how much we're going to be doing today, just because there's a lot of bad weather on the way. So our day might wind up being cut short again, but we're going to try to get as much as we can to show you everything that we do at Carowinds on day 2.
Yep. So come with us and we'll see you in a few minutes. Well, due to the weather circumstances today, we weren't really planning on going, but we figured we would check to make sure it was. Today was supposed to be the opening day for Carolina Harbor, but as you can see, it looks like it's not gonna. It looks like it's closed, but that because of the low temperatures and everything today.
Yeah, I think in particular low temperatures and very high chance of rain. Like I said earlier, today's going to be a really rainy day, and we might wind up actually leaving early because of it. And today's going to be right now. As we're filming this part of the video, it's about 10 o'clock or just after around 10:30 or so. With this hour and between 11 and 12, it's only going to be around the 40% a chance of rain or so, but after that, once it gets into the afternoon, the chance of rain goes up exponentially to the 80s and 90s.
Yeah. So yeah, this was supposed to be opening day, but we'll actually update you if it for some reason does open, but there's a high chance it's not. But we're gonna explore the rest of the park while we can, and we'll see you in a little bit.
If you mind direction is now approaching the station, please take this moment to go ahead and secure all these articles. That is hat, sunglasses, cell phone, souvenir cups, bags, spares, and the backpack. You cannot ride with that. Please make sure you go ahead and secure all these articles. Once we open the gate, you have 5 seconds. 5 seconds on the board. Please make sure you go ahead and secure all these articles. Welcome to Richard. How's your ride? Unbuckle those seatbelts, unbuckle those seatbelts, please remain seated into the rocker platform, please stop. Go ahead, unbuckle those seatbelts, please remain seated into the rocker platform, please stop. And continue to enjoy your day here at Carowinds with the Carolinas.
Alright, we just got off the Electro Spin and Carolina Gold Rush, and we actually got an interesting ride this time with Carolina Gold Rush. We got the Gold Train.
Yeah, for this year, for the 50th anniversary of Carowinds, they actually repainted one of their trains, specifically the green one, to gold, and it has a little Carowinds 50 plaque on the front of it. So we got front row because, well, obviously, like we mentioned before in this video, it's pretty much a ghost town here today because of the rain.
Yeah. As well as I've noticed, there's a lot of rides that were open yesterday that are not open today. Ricochet is not open. I forget what it's called, but it's their Enterprise. It's not open. And
the Scream Weaver.
The Scream Weaver's not open. And that one's not open. There's a few other roller coasters that were not open yesterday that are also not open today. Hey, so it is somewhat sucks, but anyway, we're going to just try to get what we can before the rain really starts picking up, and right now we're heading towards Hurler. Wish us luck.
Yep.
All right, we took off a Hurler, and once again, we got it in the very front end. It's not bad. The only thing is I have not been on the very back, towards the back on this one, but I did do the one at Dominion, and from what I've heard, this is a similar thing. The further back you go, it gets exponentially worse. So the front might be okay, just a little bland, but as the further back you go, you start getting beat up.
Well, the furthest back we've gotten was last year. We ended up getting closer to the middle, and that's where it got. We didn't, and that's the closest we got towards the back.
Yeah.
But and it looked, well, I think it was close to retract a couple years, but you can still tell where the new wood is on it. But it's actually still up front. It still feels a little smooth, except for when it hits the turns, it's a little bumpy.
Yeah, well, the first turn is actually pretty rough. The pre-drop turn, but that you're only going like 15 miles an hour. You're not really moving at all.
But we're gonna go actually take a break and get some lunch, and we'll see you afterward.
All right, just to get out of the rain, we did Boo Bastards on Boo Hill, and I must say it's still an all right ride. It's not the effects. I think the effects do actually work a little better on this one than the one at Kings Island. But the thing about this one is, I'm just gonna be blunt. There is there's basically no theming in the queue and station, so that Kings Island has that one in spades.
Yep. But I think the ride system here is better than the Omnimover style ride back at Kings Island. But we're gonna try and explore the rest of the park here and see what's going on, and if it stops raining, and we'll see you here in a little bit.
All right, we just got off an Intimidator, rode in the very back, and we did actually have a casualty on it.
My Poncho got ripped to shreds on it.
Yeah, as Andy put it, his Poncho got ripped up. It was, mine luckily survived it, but I'm pretty sure. But because of that, I'm saying the rest of the bigger roller coasters are definitely out today. So Fury's definitely out. Afterburn is out, and probably on the safe side, Copperhead Strike might be out too, because that gets some speed.
Yeah, but we're still gonna try and stay as long as we can, and if it gets too bad, we will probably be leaving a little earlier than we expected.
Yeah.
But we're gonna wait for the rain to let up a little and check out the gift shops, and we'll see you in a little bit.
All right, we're about to go on the Grand Carousel, which is actually celebrating its centennial this year.
Yep, it's it's the oldest ride in the park. It just turned 100. It's turning 100 this year.
Yep.
So since there's not really a whole lot of the coasters aren't running, except for Carolina Gold Rusher, of course.
Yeah.
We are decided to ride the oldest ride in the park until it starts to let up a little, because the flat rides are running. It's just not all the coasters are running due to the rain.
All right.
But we'll see you when we get off the carousel.
All right, we just got off the carousel, and again, it's just a carousel. You ridden one, you ridden them all. It just goes around in a circle. The horses go up and down. You know the drill.
But it's not every day you ride one that's just turned 100 years old.
Yeah, or one that's made by PTC. PTC has built 87 of them.
Yes, 87.
But only 30. Yep. But only 30 are still around today. Most of them are protected, so the ones that still exist are probably not going anywhere.
Yes, for example, besides the Grand Carousel here, the other one would be the one at Kings Island behind the Eiffel Tower. And I believe the one at Kings Dominion also is a PTC.
That one I don't know. I wouldn't be too surprised though.
Anyway, but yeah, like it's just, like John said, it's just a basic carousel. But again, it's not every day you ride one that just turned 100 years old. But we're gonna check. The rain let up a little bit, so we're gonna keep exploring the park until it gets really bad, and we'll see you in a little bit. Oh, so. We stopped at the Coca-Cola Freestyle a little bit ago to refill our souvenir cups, which also have Carowinds 50 on it. But they also have a limited edition flavor they have this year for the 50th anniversary, or special limited edition Orange Crush flavor, which is Golden 50th Orange Cream Cooler, which actually, from what I tasted, it actually tastes a lot like orange pop mixed with cream. It tastes like a creamsicle, but in pop form. So, if any of you come to Carowinds this season, for the 50th, I recommend you try the limited edition flavor. It's at any of the Coca-Cola Freestyle locations. So, but we may be going on Carolina Cyclone here in a minute, because it actually has an empty line. And the rain stopped. And the rain is letting up a little bit. It is getting windy, but the rain's starting to let up. So we're going to try and get on a few more rides, and we'll see you after we get off Carolina Cyclone.
right, we just got off a Carolina cyclone, and I must say it's a really it is still a pretty awesome ride. It's not nothing major, but it's also nothing small either. The only thing is keep your head forward a little bit, just so when you hit those bumps, you're going to hit your neck, not your ears.
Yeah, I didn't have any problem with the ear bumping this time. So, but either way, I'm glad that I got to. This is like the third time we got to ride. Actually, fourth time now.
Yeah.
Fourth time actually as riding on Vortex's old trains.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, that after Vortex closed at Kings Island in 2019, they moved the trains here to Carowinds for the use on Carolina Cyclone.
Yeah, and still, you notice, and it's actually getting pretty obvious because if you looked on the trains, the indigo color of the trains is starting for that Vortex that had when it was Vortex is starting to show.
Yep. But we're gonna go and explore more of the park, and we'll see you in a little bit, guys. Quick update: due to inclement weather and low attendance, Carowinds is actually closing very early than usual at 4 o'clock today, which is right now actually at the part of this video. So we're actually going to sign off a little bit earlier than we planned, and but for right now, before we get out of here, we're going to check out more of the souvenirs before we go. So we'll see you after the
All right, they're closing the park early due to incoming weather and very low attendance. I mean, today has been pretty much dead. It's been light drizzles for most of the day, but with occasionally popping up. But because of the very low attendance, we managed to get on Copperhead Strike and Intimidator, two rides that you all can almost guarantee having an hour wait or so. And yeah, for us, it was a complete walk-on.
They literally closed the park while we were on Copperhead Strike.
Yeah.
So we were lucky. We got a last ride on Copperhead before they closed it for the day.
Yeah. So on that note, this is the end of our trip down to Carowinds, and
for their 50th anniversary for 50 years of Carolina Fun.
Yep. And until next time, this is John the Mystic Rider.
And Andy the Gemini Man.
And we'll see you next time.